Pro boxing fans, we are here at Ipswich Stadium. It's deja vu, man. We're here again. This time you're actually in fight camp. How does it feel sort of having to break that and come to an announcement, press conference, new opponent and all that?
Yeah, look, it's part of the game. We knew obviously when Miller wasn't no longer part of the show that this would be a thing, so it's something you factor in. But yeah, look, it's nothing new for me. I've had opponents drop out before and had to adjust things on the fly, so yeah, it's part of the game. Boxing will always just be boxing.
Talk to me about that press conference, your man Mike and Eddie Hearn going back and forth. That was interesting. What did you make of that?
Yeah, it's always fun, isn't it? It's fun. Ed can get at people, have a little few pokes and prods. I think sometimes you need to know how to take him and deal with him and know that he's just trying to get under your skin. But Magic did a great job of going back at him and proving his point. But it makes for fun entertainment. What
changes for you? Does anything change for you for the build-up for this fight now?
Yeah, of course. Look, they're very different fighters. There's minimal comparisons like side by side for Huni and Miller. They don't fight the same. They don't box the same. They don't look the same. They don't shape up the same. So there's a lot of adjustments that we've had to make, but that comes with it. We're confident in it. I'm confident in the team, in the plan we're putting together, and that everything's going to come off ideally for the 7th.
Just quickly before you go, because I know you're limited to a couple of minutes in interview, because it's getting a bit nippy actually. And the man stood right behind me, TJ. But talk to me, man. Dubois Usyk, a fight that's finally been announced, July the 19th. A fight that people are saying, look, the timing might be everything for this fight. Do you feel like that is the case, that maybe things change for this fight?
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I don't necessarily agree. It's still a fantastic fight regardless. Obviously, Dubois had a bit of growing since his first time out with Usyk. So, yeah, it still makes for a very intriguing fight. But I do think for the most part it's pretty much going to go the same way. Not to take anything away from Daniel and his progression over time, but ultimately I just think Usyk is a hard man to bet against at the moment.
I found one, Eubank Ben, we saw what happened a couple of weeks ago. Some of that, I was there, and some of it was really iconic. Obviously the ring walk, but seeing you walking out that lift and walking out that car, for you, do you feel like they should be having a rematch, or do you want to just see it buried there?
Honestly, I'm happy either way, to be honest. Look, if you see a rematch, the one thing I did say about that fight is them two did a fantastic job of living up to the hype. It's a really, really hard thing to do, especially with their two dads, obviously, that precede them, and then all the fallout of the first fight, and all the build-up, and all of this and that, and just everything.
Portman Road, this is it, right? So what kind of welcome awaits Justis Huni on June 7th? Because I think it's going to be pretty crazy in here.
Yeah, I don't know if when he steps out, if I'd call it a welcome. It's not going to be a particularly welcoming place for him. Ipswich, this club, this place, it very much supports its own, gets behind its own, no matter the stage, no matter the circumstance, they're always behind, and they're always made themselves loud, heard, known, even when I was travelling up and down the country to fight as well. So it's fantastic to bring it home. Like everyone's been saying, the homecoming fight, the big one. But for Justis, when he steps out on the night, the lights are going to be pretty bright. The crowd is going to be very loud. It's not going to be a nice sound to just step out to a bunch of boos and this, that, and the others. But look, try not to let that affect you on the night. Get in the ring, do your best, and try and survive. But ultimately, I'm coming through on top.
Justis, bright lights, a lot of boos, very hostile. Some fighters would crumble under that pressure. What about you?
Nah, just take it all in, embrace the moment, and come in and do my job at hand. I didn't come all the way here from Australia just to take part, man. I'm here to take over, and I'm going to stand by that.
Fabio, 94% knockout rate. Do you expect this man to hear the final bell?
No, not at all. Look, as a fact that Frank started this off with and said, is that every opponent that I've been in the ring with has touched the canvas, all of them, no matter from my first fight to my most recent, they've hit the floor. And I don't see this being any different. Like, don't get me wrong, Justis is a great competitor, a great boxer. He's got great amateur pedigree. He's well ranked. He's a good fighter. He's got a lot of good abilities. But this is boxing. But ultimately, at the core of it, at the bottom of it, this is a fight. And this fight game is something I do very, very well. And knowing how to get to my opponent, finding them gaps, finding them spaces to get them punches through and make you take a knee, or just look, even if I just bully you into submission, one way or another, you're not hearing that final bell.
Okay, before we get your final messages to each other, just a final word, Eddie. I don't know if you want to have anything you want to say to Frank or Michael Ofo ahead of this big fight. Your final message to Team Queensbury over here.
Just thank you for the opportunity. Fabio said that he felt like it would be nice for me to be involved. I'm very happy. I wasn't going to be involved. I was going to watch it because I'm pleased for him, because I think this is amazing what they've achieved to have this fight. I remember that meeting a couple of years ago. I wouldn't have chose Justis Huni, maybe Kevin Johnson, someone like that. I think I would have got him for the homecoming, but fair play to them. They're very brave, and it's going to be a big night for the area, a big night for the town, and Fabio deserves it. And this is now time for him to step up to world level. It's the first fighter he's ever boxed at world level, and I feel like, although Justis has fought to beat him, Lorena and those guys, this is a world-class fight, and it is a 50-50 fight. I just believe that we got the edge, and I think it's a huge night for British boxing, huge night for DAZN, Queensbury, Matchroom, Gold Star, Tasman fighters, big weekend for Australian boxing. You've got Jai Opetaia fighting the day after on DAZN as well, on the Gold Coast. So thank you for the opportunity, genuinely, thank you. It's a huge one, and one I believe Justis will take with both hands.
Okay, Michael, don't know if you want to have any response to that before I come to Frank.
No, I think he hit the nail on the head. It's a massive night for Ipswich and for the town. They're all going to turn out in droves and to see their own dream become a reality. Fabio wins by a stoppage.
And Frank, your final word to Eddie. Big night for Queensbury as well, isn't it?
It's a big night for everybody concerned, and I agree with the most of what Eddie said, and there is a reason that Justis is here, and the reason is, and it is a tough fight, and the reason he's here is because we believe in Fabio. If we didn't think he could do this, we wouldn't be making the fight, and our belief is in our man, and I know what he's capable of. He's not a one-trick pony. Yeah, they've all been on the floor, but he broke them down to get them on the floor. It wasn't a one-punch job. It was going out there and boxing, using his boxing brain. This is, I know I'm repeating myself, and I can do that at my age. This is going to be a special night for Ipswich. This is going to be a great fight. Number one against number one, the two rival organisations. This is special. Do not miss it. Few tickets left. Buy them and be part of Ipswich history and a journey of Fabio Wardley.
Justis Huni, final word. Fabio Wardley is right here. You'll be seeing him on June 7th and plenty before that. But is there anything you'd like to say to him today at this final press conference?
I'm just grateful for the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to sharing the ring with you. I'm sure we're going to put on a great fight for all of the fight fans here, and may the best man win. Let's go.
And Fabio, that was a bit different to what Jarrell Miller said. And any final word to Justis Huni?
Yeah, look, again, something I've already said. Credit to him, his team, for taking this fight. Someone I'll give credit to after my own ilk of no fussing, no extra games, no playing around, of just a man who believes in himself, believes in his ability, believes in his talent, and was said yes at the drop of a dime and was ready to go. So credit to that, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this will be 7th of June will be my night, my occasion, my homecoming. I've said already previously that look, there's no way at all that anyone is coming to my backyard doing anything, getting rid of me in that ring. Like if you want to even come close to even getting me to take a knee, dropping me at all, I think you might have to bring a bat with you or something. And if you want to keep me on the canvas, you're going to have to drop the ring on top of me, because in my hometown, in front of my home fans, there's nothing you can do to stop me from getting my hand raised.
Justice, you just laughing? Were you laughing there at what you said?
Oh, it's just because I've heard it a lot today. Just the same thing. So, yeah. Look, I'm just looking forward to getting in the ring and you know, just getting the job done, man. Like I said, let's go. Let's make this happen.
Well, it will be happening June 7th, Portman Road, live on DAZN.